Hello, guys. Welcome once again to another review and recap of Love Marriage DC. And today we're going to be talking about the reunion part two. I think this part two was less, it was more of disorganization and confusion to me. I'm not gonna lie. I found myself like even I watching it, I was confused the more watching it because there's just too much yelling going on, and I didn't seem to understand what exactly is actually going on at the end of the day. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one that felt that way. How did you feel about the episode reunion, the part two?
Well, I kind of felt like they should have named it like "Tell Me How You Really Feel." You know what I'm saying? Because
Tell me how you
they
really feel.
they were just like going off. You know, Ashley. All I could say is Ashley, Ashley, Ashley. We thought you was trying to change. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? It's like, wow, for real. You know, for them to be such beautiful women, they sure acted ugly. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
cursing, because I heard Ashley call Arena a bitch a couple of times. And I'm like, really? Is that called for? Can you use your words? Do you know how to use your words? You know what I'm saying? Because I could tell you off without saying one curse word. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It takes practice and knowing the English language and how to use it. So I was a little disappointed, and I didn't get I thought they were friends, but I guess not, you know. And I thought she was cool with Jamie, but I guess not. So it was just makes my head hurt. That's all I want to say right now.
What
Well,
about you,
I
Shopee?
enjoyed it. I liked the back and forth. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I liked the back and forth between the two. When Arena said that, I don't have, I'm 12 years older than you. I don't have friends like you. Like, if we were not on this show, the two of us would not be hanging out essentially. And
Yeah.
that Ashley, that she is hungry and so bitter. And I think she is jealous. She's been saying all along. I like how Arena explained it. I guess, let me not jump the gun. Go ahead. I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed it, but go ahead.
Wow, you did enjoy it. I was confused as hell. But anyways,
Yeah, I think I
we
have a
started the
delay
reading.
going on because I told you my Wi-Fi is bad.
Wow. Anyways, we started the episode with the continuation of the fights between um DJ Silva and Clifton. Now, that fight, like I said last week, I said it that the fight went overboard. The fight was unnecessary. It's like, and DJ Silva thinking that he was, as in like, imagine DJ Silva standing close to Clifton. He looked like, what the hell are you doing? You're not, reviewing your choices very well. But I feel like the Silvers, I think they have a little bit of pride, probably because they're a little bit rich. So because we heard him saying Google my net worth. And I'm like, I hate it when you guys are black beautiful families and couples coming together for a show and envy and pride comes in between, because I see no reason why you should be entering into, oh, Google my net worth. At the end of the day, no matter what your net worth is, all of you are on the show collecting probably the same pay. to be on this show. Yes, some of them might not be there for the pay. Some of them might be there from the publicity the show brings them. The wide range of the audience the show brings to them. Understandable, but I don't understand why it should get to the extent where it should be of oh, Google my net worth. That is for me. When you start rubbing off your especially people that are of the same, it's not like you're talking to somebody of a lesser livelihood than you, of the same, like literally almost the same this thing. Before you know, you're like, Google my net worth. I felt like that was childish. I don't know whether you heard that part when they were, trying to cool off over the fight, which I felt like Carlos did a bad job. Um, I felt like Carlos did a bad job of not really, really, really controlling the room on that fight.
Yeah, I really didn't like to see that. I I thought that you know discussing your finances, that's a little cheesy. You know what I'm saying? Because like, what are you trying to say when you're trying to say, you know, Google me, and what are you really saying? You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I mean, because money isn't everything. Seriously, you can have money and you could be so miserable. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I believe you can be happy without money. As long as your bare necessities are being met, you could be content. You know, I've been both. You know what I'm saying? I'm up and down.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you just have to learn how to live in any situation. But I just thought that was just kind of like, wow. What does your money have to do with anything? You know, it doesn't make
Yeah.
you the bigger or the better person. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That part. And I also found it surprising. I didn't know that it was Irena that invited Joy to the Christmas party that Joy and Ashley actually clashed. Did you get the part where it was revealed that it was Irena that invited Joy to Ashley's Christmas party?
Well, I didn't know that she did. But by them trying to reconcile their friendship, I think that was probably the wrong place, you know,
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
to have done that. I mean, I don't want to discuss nothing like that of that statue. If I'm giving something, it's like, if you're
The
there,
the
I'm gonna
fa-
be cool
the
with you.
fact is that, sorry, go on.
No, I'm just saying, if you're there, I'm gonna be cool with you. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to cause a scene, you know, but I will let you know that, hey, we got to talk later. You know what I'm saying? But not right
Yeah.
this minute. But we got to talk later. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not one to fully embarrass somebody and then the same breath embarrass myself.
But I felt like the invitation was a very, if I say a very stupid one at that, because you know that these people, the both of them are hot and heated, and you know how Ashley can be like. You've been associated with Ashley for a while. You might not have really known Joy that much, but you know what Ashley can do and cannot do. But it's like somebody's attitude, you know how they behave when they are pushed against the wall, and you are like baiting them to like, okay, do bad. Because for me, I felt like when I found out that it was Irena that invited her, I really thought that Joy came to that party on her own accord because she had gotten an invitation before, but at the end of the day, they fought. But knowing that Ashley invited her, Irena invited her to come, I'm like, there's already tension. You know tension is already hot between these two. Why bring them to the birthday party knowing why, sorry, not birthday party, why bring her to the Christmas party knowing that there's a possibility that things can go south? And you know they've not actually sat down and have a discussion over the issue they have between them. I feel like, why is she even inviting her to somebody else's party without even contacting or talking to the person involved? I'm not saying Ashley is a good person. I'm not saying I love Ashley's behavior, but I feel like if you want to invite somebody to somebody else's party, the person, the host, has a right to know that, oh, by the way, I'm inviting somebody. And for that matter, the person you are inviting is not somebody that the person is good with. I feel like if I'm the one that is hosting a party and you are inviting somebody I'm not in good terms with, I would love to have a first-hand knowledge about it so that I will know how to prepare myself to, or tell myself, you know what, ignore everything that comes to that situation. You know, plan ahead so as not to have that kind of situation that we really did have at that Christmas party. So for me, I didn't like the fact that Irena still invited her, knowing that everything was spicy between them. Shop reality, can you hear us now? Is your network now better? Seems
You
like
guys
she's not
sound like
still.
robots.
Oh,
There's a delay. Can you hear me? Yeah, you
yeah,
guys
we can
sound
hear
like
you.
robots. I'm so sorry. I'll just listen and come back
Okay.
in. It's a delay. But I heard what you're saying about the Christmas party, but I'll just listen for the most part. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Mhm. Leafy girl, do you have anything to say about what I said, my perspective about the invitation?
Yeah, I mean, I figured that Ashley and Arena were cool enough where Arena was like, okay, we all hanging out, you know. Um, I don't know if Joy was pre-invited before, and then Ashley was
Yeah.
like, nah, we ain't talking, so she ain't gonna come. You know what I'm saying? But I just kind of feel that that was not the right place. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And
Yeah.
Ashley kind of, she's hot headed, and I feel like she just kind of took it a little bit too far, because then once she took it there, it's like there's really no coming back from that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it just
Then
wasn't a
we,
good situation.
yeah. Then we had Ashley talking about her and Clifton, the issue between her and Clifton. She brought Ready to Love into the question and questioned the attitude of Clifton during this season of Ready to Love. I know that yes, I'm one person that would agree with her that Clifton was a little bit a very confrontational person during his season on Ready to Love. He was always getting in people's faces. I agree with that because I didn't really like him from Ready to Love. But I understand that it's two different shows. Ready to Love was a dating show where they were trying to get to each other, to get to know each other. But now he's married to Joy. So it's two different shows. Why do you have to bring up a show that they were in another show and bring up the attitude that they were in the other show just because you want to prove your point? I felt like Ashley was she was doing too much talking, too much yelling, too much shouting. She wanted to be the loudest in the room, and that was what was confusing me in the episode because I was like, "What is going on here? Too much loudness, too much shouting," and I'm like, I'm beginning to get confused.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes.
I'm sorry. There's like a 2-second delay. I just wanted to comment on what you said about Ashley. Are you referring to when she said that Clifton has a reputation for
Yes.
getting into it with women? Something that's ridiculous. And then for Winter to co-sign it. Yeah, because I was there. Who was the person who watched the show? Was he always getting into it with women?
Yeah. He had. It's not like every woman on the show, but I think most of the ladies that were him and Joy was kind of confrontational too. I think like one lady especially that people end up disliking them for because she was innocent in everything, and I think another lady, but that one was really irrelevant. It was not really a big drama. They didn't really make it a big thing on the show, but there was this one lady that he was very confrontational on. Him and Joy was that they even had to come and like tender apologies online because they really Clifton and Joy really went in on the lady, and she was so innocent. I think she was one of the ladies that Clifton was showing interest in. And at one time, when he knew that it was Joy that he was locked on in, he still didn't tell the lady that it was Joy he was gonna be with. At the end of the day, he just kept on playing and toying with the lady's emotions, and she felt betrayed because she did like him at that moment. So when she was trying to voice her own feelings about the fact that he kind of led her on, Joy and Clifton made a mockery of her emotions, made a mockery of her feelings. And a lot of people didn't like that because at the end of the day, it's someone's feelings. So I feel like that's what we're talking about. But at the end of the day, the lady herself now is
Oh,
married. So why are you taking
right,
drugs for somebody else's issues? She's married, living happily with her husband now. I'm sure she doesn't care about whatever embarrassment Clifton
right,
and Joy gave her. So
right. And then I remember I heard Joy Clifton say that the show was edited to make it seem like she and Clifton really had a connection, Clifton and this other lady, when that was not the case. That even the reunion was edited to make it seem like it was more confrontational what it was. But it just seems to me like Ashley just has an issue with Clifton and Joy just by association. But it's Clifton that just something about him just drives her just to the brink. It's just oh Clifton.
this comment said it was Joy because Cliff had an interest in her. I feel Cliff allowed Joy to kind of end it for him. Also, yes, when if you watch the season, it
Oh,
was just
okay.
like
That
that.
makes sense.
Yes, it seems like when he could not handle it, because that's how I myself saw it. When he could not handle it anymore, he's like, okay, let me send Joy to do my dirty work. And Joy really made, oh my God. I think that's the reason why I don't really like Joy. Joy really went in deep on this lady, really deep on this lady, especially at the radio. You know, when we started coming against Joy and Clifton, that the dance started making the accusation that probably on TV made it into a like confrontations very special than it was. But at the end of the day, people have watched what they watch on the TV, right? And the lady actually came out online. I think she did an Instagram live or something and said that is exactly it was even worse than that. But the only difference is that the lady she's not a confrontational type. I think she just wanted to move on with her life. So I really don't know why they were bringing it up on the show at all because at the end of the day, I might not have loved Clifton and Joy from Learning to Love, but I still know that I'm not liking they had to bring about Ready to Love. Plus side with Gero said the displaced anger for Cliff from Ashley is oh wow. 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 Do you also think like that living for your girl? That Ashley is attracted to Cliff?
Of course she is. I mean, it's there. You can see it. You know what I'm saying? She can't hide it. You know, maybe she likes certain things about him but dislikes certain things about him, but I just feel that you have that much animosity towards somebody, there has to be something there other than the animosity that you're feeling. There has to be some type of
Mm-hmm.
physical type of attraction.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's the jealousy that, and then when the word jealousy has been thrown around even by her own husband, it started there, you know but maybe she is kind of jealous of the relationships that she see because she's not getting the attention that she feels that she deserves from her husband because he's too busy trying to create the lifestyle that he knows that she's accustomed to living, you know
Mm. Yeah.
and so
One thing I
yeah,
was, yeah.
go ahead.
One thing I was surprised to see was Irena and Ashley. They went deep in the argument. They, as in, like, I got to hear a lot of information that I was surprised. Now, I didn't even know she had an issue with Jamie. I didn't even know they had an issue with Jamie, and they started bringing out tweets and everything. But just because I was a little bit woozy about watching the episode, what did you feel about the issue that they had with Jamie? Actually, had with Jamie.
I thought I was under the impression that Jamie's like her brother and they got along very well. And if they had issues, but yeah, maybe they would argue for the moment, but they would come back together, you
Yeah.
know. But I guess, Jamie had been hearing things that supposedly the Silvers had said, and it didn't just sit right with him, you know. And maybe it was because they weren't defending his character. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I thought they were cool until that little part, and then I'm like, okay, there's issues here, and then she called them Twitter fingers, you know. So
Yeah.
it was just hard to see.
Yeah, it was really hard to see because I know that she had deep-rooted issue with Joy and Cliff, but when I saw that they also had deep-rooted issues with Jamie, it really took me surprisingly. Plus size T with Zero said, I agree living for my girls, but it is not just lifestyle. Quick is showing signs of distractions, cheating, LOL. Wow. Wow. This comment got me because we got to hear something from Ashley during the argument, during her exposing that she feel like the reason why Ashley is like this because she's jealous of the relationship between jointly saying Irena and Jamie, the way they used to go on couple things, go on couple vacations, not vacation, trips, dates and everything. And she cannot do that. She cannot literally fix a couple days with anybody because her husband is a no-show almost time. And I know that that's kind of bad for someone to point it out to Ashley because I know she knows that that's a problem for her. So I felt bad that Irena was bringing that up. But also, she also said that she actually brought up to our knowledge that Ashley literally gets drunk during the day and she doesn't lift a finger at home. And the lady that is staying with her is the one literally doing the whole work at home and taking care of everything she needs to take care because she's passed out drunk during the day. And I wanted to feel a little bit sad for Ashley. I wanted to feel a little bit sad because it's bad that you are in a marriage where it's like you're sitting down, you're watching other people and seeing how their relationships are, how they behave in their marriages, going on dates. Everybody has a job, everybody's busy, but you still have to create time for your spouse. right? And
Right.
imagine looking at that, kind of felt bad for Ashley that she's going through that. But the only problem is that you can't still feel bad for her because I think she now has a coping mechanism of being the loudest, being the sharp mouth, being the first to talk, so as to cope the failure that that it that it is that her marriage is not working like every other person that she knows, or seeing people's marriages work out. She's looking at being like, wow, I see other people's marriages in a different light. And when it comes to mine is going sour. But do you also feel like, is she really drinking all through the day, like Erena said, or Erena just trying to like pull a fast one on Ashley?
I mean, Ashley didn't sit there and deny that it was really untrue. I could kind of see it. You know what I'm saying? You know, people do desperate things when they're lonely. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And it just may happen to be one of those type of things where she's lonely. She doesn't know what to do with herself. She figured that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm working out, I'm cute, I present myself well. My husband gets here, and you know, still I'm not getting what I need out of this marriage. And I say it myself. Sometimes cooking and cleaning and being cute all day, that shit gets boring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes you just want what you want, and it happens to be your mate. You know, so I just feel bad if there's some truth to that, simply because that's not the way to go. That's not the way to go. you know uh Drinking to you can't function as a parent, or you can't function in household. You don't know what's going on. And then, like, you got this chick working there. you know I would give her a pink slip, because you're not gonna be like all up in my crib, and you supposed to be like trying to help me out, and you telling everything that's in my business in my house.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Ashley needs to pull it together.
Mm-hmm.
I expect more out of her. I just do. I don't know
But
her,
did you
but I
feel
expect more.
but did you feel it was right for Elena to use this platform to reveal what she revealed, even if yes they have the beef? I'm pretty sure that most of them have secret affairs at hand. But did you feel it was right for Elena to have released or talked about the info she got from the lady living with them?
Okay, wait a minute. I couldn't really hear you because your voice is like Shy Reality said, is like going in and out.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I was saying, do you feel like Elena should have talked about what she got from the lady on this platform, or she should have kept it to herself and let Ashley know in secret that I got this info of you from the lady living with you?
I think she should have kind of kept all that to herself. And I'm not going, like I said, I'm not the type of person, personally. I don't care what issue I'm having with you. I'm not gonna blast you out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's not that deep for me, you know. But yeah, I think Arena, way before then, when she first heard everything, she should have pulled her to the side and said, "Hey, girl, look, none of my business, but you know, this is what's on the streets. What's up with that? I mean, that's what a good friend would do. And I don't know how good of friends they actually really are.
Even if you're not good friends, I feel it's like common sense,
Hmm.
because there are things that I feel like you shouldn't just talk about when I feel like it should be a full stop to what you can talk about when the cameras are on. or even if I want to talk about that, I should have cleared it with you and made you know. You should see it coming, not be surprised by it and being like, wow, I didn't expect this. Like, know about this, know about it. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with what Plus Size T with Dear Rose is saying that once they got on the show, they should have had their staff, family, etc., sign the NDAs. You know, Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
because what goes on in my house is just like your kids telling all your business. Your little children,
Mhm.
they go tell grandma and brothers and uncles, and you know, yeah. I, and then from a grown person who you're allowing, uh you're, you're employing, and they're in your home, and so they're privy to a lot of stuff. Yeah, you're not supposed to go run and tell everything. You trying to keep your job or what?
Mhm. Well, I just feel like I feel like Arena prepared for her today. I feel like Arena prepared for her. And the fact that she was trying to accuse the she was trying to accuse Jimmy and Arena for using their children as a storyline. That didn't make sense. And the way I felt, like I said, I was trying to feel bad for Ashley, but I just couldn't feel bad because of I know I had to do. But did you notice that I feel like during this whole reunion, this part two, she was hanging on a thread. She was hanging on a thread. She was fighting for her dear life. Like when if she is saying something, I feel like when you say something so real about her or truthful about her, she will increase her pitch. She will go the loudest, trying to be the loudest in the room.
Yeah,
And
I did notice that. I did notice that. I don't know if that's a mechanism for when you're guilty, but I think sometimes Ashley's a little narcissist herself, you
mhm,
know, and I just don't see everything really playing out all that great, with everything that she's trying to do regarding her friendships, you know. I just
mhm,
see people are just really like kind of tired of her.
yeah, people are really tired of her. Like, and I understand that she's jealous because Joy and Clifton are living a healthy married couple life. Elena and Jamie are living a healthy couple's married life. And she is struggling. And I feel like if you're struggling that much, why don't you just leave the marriage?
Well, I mean, that means she's gonna have to do a lot of soul searching. Is she ready to do that soul searching? She's gonna have to work on herself, because, like, who's gonna date all that? You know what I'm saying?
It
'Cause,
says gonna date all that.
yeah, who's gonna handle all of that? Like I said, it's okay to have your own opinion. I'm not from the old school. I'm new school too. It's okay to have your own opinion, and it's okay to stand on it. But, like, at the end
Yeah.
of the day, what man is gonna want to come home to somebody who is always upset? Same with a woman. You know, you wouldn't want to
Mm,
come home to a dude who's always upset, who's always complaining. That would drive
mhm,
me bats. I can do it. I'm not gonna do it. So
mm,
yeah, she has to do a lot of soul searching, you know. But I don't think she's really ready to do that right now, you know, because she's been with Quick for so long. It's like comfort, you know what I'm saying? They're familiar with each
mm.
other.
Yeah, they're familiar, yeah.
Yeah.
Or probably she doesn't also want to lose the lifestyle.
Yeah, it's a
That could be one of
possibility.
it.
It's a possibility.
Now we finally got to see yourself, or Yusha. I'm always pronouncing the name wrong. I'm sorry. Spoiling your name. Yusha or yourself. Finally made it in. The way Joe ran, that was childish. The way she tried to change seats when Yusef tried to sit down. I know you might not be together anymore, but that was very childish. Very, very, very. But did you believe everything that's been said about Yusef or Yusha? I-
I, I believe that he's a very determined young man.
Yeah.
He's not trying to work for someone else. He rather put his brain, his money, his mouth behind what he believes in. You know, hey, look, what person in their right mind, and I'm just thinking logically, what person in their right mind, if you got a platform like that, maybe he should have
Mm-hmm.
waited until he was more in with Ashley. I mean, Winter. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he should have waited a minute, held up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But, if you're business minded, where there's an opportunity, you're going to try and get your foot in the door. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't nothing
Mm-hmm.
but, hey, all of you guys are gentlemen. You guys go to fancy events. I got these line of clothes right here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
who isn't going to shoot their shot? How many opportunities is life going to really hand you?
Yeah. Yeah. But I feel
So
like
I
if
don't
you had
blame him
coming,
for that because that's his hustle mentality. I don't blame him for that.
yeah, I understand hustle mentality, but I also understand. Well, we should not forget that these are people's feelings too. These are people's feelings and emotion. And when I heard that she told him she loved him, although I feel like Winter loves so quickly, who loves that fast? I'm sorry, but he has. Her saying I love you and the response, I know you might not, I know you might not be where she is at, but I felt like there was a more appropriate answer to the I love you than that response he gave. That response he gave was given, I don't think I'll ever be in love with you.
Well, I mean, I honestly, I don't understand why after 2 months she would say something like that. I would be probably in heavy like with you,
Yeah,
you know, because I choose my words carefully when it comes
carefully.
to a
Yeah.
relationship because I'm not trying to lead nobody on. I don't need nobody trying to
Mm-hmm.
lead me on. You know what I'm saying? So if he wasn't there in that relationship, she should first off, you wait till the guy said you just don't. Why? I didn't get that. You
Mm,
you set yourself up on that. That's how I feel.
yeah. Yeah, because
You
even me,
know.
when I heard she said I love you, I was like, how many days ago? How many? How many? Like, I feel like she has a problem when it comes to relationship and love and knowing the timeline on when things should be done in a relationship. I think she has an issue with that because one that's she said 120 days or what? That's how many months? And you're like, already I love you. Wow. Wow. That did not make sense. And I feel like, yeah, she really paid him. He really did her bad. And I feel probably she did like him very well. She didn't like him very well. And that's why she's that hot. Because to me, with every action and every reaction she did in that this reunion, it was giving me hot woman. She was hot.
Oh yeah, she was a woman
Oh,
scorn. But she said that,
yeah.
hey, I could have brought somebody else here to be involved with them. Why didn't you? Where was that person? How come we didn't get to see? How come
Uh-huh.
we didn't get to help you make that choice? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like shuffle the both of them. Let the viewers be like, okay, yeah, I feel this other guy is better for Joy, and like that would have been a nice story. I would have loved to see it.
Yeah. But I like the way Carlos broke it down to her. Like, you feel like he's using you. Didn't you kind of use him? That right there just made me go, oh, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I hated to see her feel like that, and I hated her to feel played, but the fact still remains, that she's, with the guy who doesn't, feel the same that she felt, after
Yeah.
like after 2 months, like that's like really rushing it.
Really, especially from someone that comes from a bad marriage. Like, I feel like there's a certain situation you would have gone through in life that will make you reevaluate your choices and be cautious with what you do and how you react to things.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Some people really love, and some people really want to be in love, and but you got to kind of realize sometimes that you can't rush, especially when you've gone through a bad experience. Like, why would you want to rush right back into the same old thing? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like being held captive and you're finally out, and what, you want to be held captive again? Like, I don't get the mentality. you know if I'm married and the marriage is great, hey, I want to be married. If I'm unmarried, and I need time to heal, can't nobody rush me into anything. I'm free. I'm gonna act free. I'm gonna be outside. you know I'm not trying to rush up into something else. I'm gonna take my time.
Shock reality. She said, I don't think that that was a real relationship.
Yeah, she was saying that the whole while, and I agree.
Yeah.
It didn't seem too real.
Mm-hmm. At least for him, at least for him, it wasn't that real. it was it wasn't that real for him. Well, at the end of the day, what do you think? Because we saw this in the episode. I don't know. Is there anything that happened after that? Because I'm a little woozy about the episode. Did anything happen after that?
uh no, other than them announcing next part what's gonna happen when they brought Carmen in.
Oh, okay. Uh, I feel like this reunion is not supposed to be a three-part reunion. I don't think it's supposed to be. I don't know what is with three parts. Like, must the reunion be three parts?
Uh-huh.
Can't we just have two parts? One part. Yeah, because sometimes
No.
we are stretching things. So next week, guys, we'll be seeing Carmen officially coming to the couch, and we get to hear from her about the trouble thing and the relationship between her and Joy. Are you anticipating for the episode? Just for me, I'm not really. But are you anticipating for the part 3 reunion? Did you hear what I said?
No, what did you say? I'm sorry.
I said, are you anticipating for the part 3 reunion of the show? Seeing Carmen to come and talk about what she says about the trouble and everything.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely interested in hearing about that. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how Joy is going to react once Joy confessed her love for Carmen on national TV. Once that's played back, I want to see what Joy has to say about that. Because I already said, hey, ain't no way I would let runner up number 2 be around my husband. Nope, not happening.
Not true. Not runner up number 2.
Yeah, negative. That's a
uh,
negative, girl.
Plus size T with zero said, I am ready. It's going to be a drama filled conclusion. Really. I guess we'll be back here next week to talk about the conclusion of the real. Did I say the real? Love of marriage? What? Did I say Huntsville? Love of marriage
No.
DC, guys. We'll be here back next week for the conclusion part of um Love of marriage DC. Thank you. Blood size T saying me either. We know. Plus size T with Dearest, thank you very much for being on the comment section. Um, we see Miss Anne, thank you very much for joining us. Who else was on the comment section? Um, no rules. I don't know how to pronounce them. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us. Don't forget to like on this video. Don't forget to comment your thoughts and opinion on this video. Don't forget to also click, if you're not subscribed, click on our individual YouTube channel on you can go subscribe to Unfiltered Uzo's YouTube channel and also subscribe to Shop Reality's YouTube channel. But sorry for Shop Reality not being able to be here fully today. She's having a little network issue, but sure, by next week she's gonna be here for the conclusion part. So make sure you go to her channel to click on the subscription button. If you have not clicked on the subscription button, subscribe to her. And also click on my YouTube channel, guys. Very much appreciated. Watch our videos, like on our videos, comment on our videos. Unfiltered Uzo. Subscribe to my channel. We'll see you guys same time next week. Thank you guys for hanging with us. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye.